it's Jackie, and I just got back from the new Pirates movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and I freaking loved it. I definitely recommend you guys going to check it out if you like the Pirate series, and I had 3D and moving seats, and it was so cool, so it was a lot of fun. But anyways, I love the new character, Carina, and she's played by Kaya, who's one of my like many girl crushes, so I was very excited to see this, and of course I took some beauty inspiration. Everything was very like worn in and messy, so I did kind of beautify each look, but I hope you guys like what I came up with for the makeup and then 2/3 hairstyles. So if you enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more beauty videos every week, and let's start with the makeup. Okay, so I've already got a head start on this makeup, but I wanted to show you how to get Carina's look real quick. I am only using a couple products here, and I do have my brows filled in for the most part, but to deepen them up, I'm using the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This is the shadow Sexpresso, and I have it on an angled brush, and I'm filling in my brows yet again. We want them to look natural but bold. And for shading, you just want to define from in between your eyebrows to down your nose bridge, and then create 2 little points going inwards like her bone structure. And then you can also accentuate the cartilage at the tip of your nose and fade in from the bottom upwards for more of an upturn look. With the same nudie shadow I've been using, I'm adding more of a contour to the cheeks and then just stippling this around my face as well. And still using the same shadow palette, I'm taking the shade Heaven to highlight my brow bone. With a mix of the light cream shade we just used and the peach right under it, I'm applying all over my lid, and again using Sexpresso, I am very lightly just going to rim my upper lash line just on the outer portion, and I'm blending it away with my fingers. I'm also defining under my lashes this way as well, and this is just adding a tiny bit of more drama, and it'll give our lashes a little bit more volume. Like you've seen in a couple of my tutorials, for movie recreations to get that dewy, natural looking skin, I'm using my YSL Glow Shot to the cheekbones and also along the cheeks and chin and my nose, as well as just a bit above my eyebrows. To cut down on products, I'm going in with Sphynx lipstick on my fingers, and I'm creating a very natural looking cream blush. And for skin, you can always start with a base of foundation. I just have some concealer under my eyes and then I blend it in. But I wanted to work on my natural skin just so it does look super natural. And to bring some color in and give some natural variation, I'm using my Hourglass Ambient bronzer under my cheekbones, stippling that all over, and that's pretty much it. We are going to add a tiny bit of mascara. I'm using Revlon's new Mega Multiplier, and make sure you're following my Instagram, especially if you're Canadian, because I do have a Canadian Revlon giveaway coming up with this new mascara, and I really like this one. It is very lengthening but natural looking and easy to wash off. So this is also kind of taboo, but I do it sometimes when the mascara is completely dry. I give the lashes a curl with my eyelash curler. It does give them a ton more curl, especially when I'm going for a natural look, but of course you don't want to clamp this down hard or use a curler without the little sponge, because then you could give the lashes a chop. So do this with caution. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with Fresh Moroccan from MAC. This is a frost finish, but I just like to dab it from the center of my lips outwards, and it just accentuates my natural lip shade very well. But you could also apply this heavier for more of a bold red. And then to create that I've been at sea all day look, I'm adding a touch of Sphynx again on my lips from COVERGIRL, and this is just toning it down a bit, and I'm allowing the center of my lips to be a bit darker. For more of a glam look, you could totally go in with a gloss. I would recommend going with something that was kind of a mauve tone. Mauve? Oh my gosh, who knows? Okay, if you want to get more of a gaunt look, you can take a grayish toned shadow and apply this also lightly along the lips. So this is my quick version. I hope you guys like it. And now let's move on to the hairstyles. Next up for hair, I'm going to start by curling it to get fluffy but polished curls like in this scene. And then we're going to mess them up, and I'll show how to get a worn-in look with floral accents like later in the movie. So I like to start by parting my hair just slightly off center, and then I'm spraying in some dry shampoo that is going to add lots of volume to the hair, and this one smells amazing. And you can go in with the heat protectant before curling, and the wand I'm using is from the new Me Titan 3 set. This is the medium barrel, and the first curl we are going to curl away from the face, so just let it drop and then twist it back upwards and pin so it can cool in the shape. And for the rest of the curls, we are going to go inwards, so towards the face. And what I'm doing for a fluffier texture is I'm brushing out the curl and then I'm wrapping it right up again and pinning it in place. You want to do this quickly so that it does hold in the curl's shape, but again, you get a little bit more fluff. For the exact look like Carina's hair, her hair is cut shorter and she has some long layers, so you get that big volume around her face, whereas my volume of the curls is farther down for where my hair length is and where I have some variation in length too. For the bottom curls, I like to curl 3 separate little curls in smaller sections, and then I wrap them up together for more of a uniform curl. On the other side, again, we are going to curl towards our face, except here is where I actually messed up. So I have some tips for you to avoid messing up like I did, but this is a common error. So even though I curled my hair so many times, I sometimes mess up the way I want my curl to go without even realizing it. So make sure when you curl the hair that you let the first one drop before just quickly wrapping it in place, because then you can take a look at the curl and make sure that it is facing towards you rather than outwards. So just make sure that you let one drop and see how it falls before quickly brushing it and wrapping it up to cool again. But if you do make this mistake, then don't worry, because I will show you how to just do a really quick little fixing tip when the curls are down. And after about 10 minutes, I let the curls down, and the bottom ones, as you can see, have more of a spiraling detail. And then as I'm undoing the top curls that I brushed out, they have more of a fluffy, natural looking texture. So now for that front curl, I just twisted it and added 2 bobby pins to keep it in place. Added some hairspray so that I would look like I have these little curled bangs. And the last step is to again twist that bottom section and give it a little hairspray so it goes from fluffy to more of a spiral. So on the one side, while I didn't curl towards my face, it doesn't make a huge difference, but if you want to just fool the eye a little bit, then go in and curl towards your face on top, just a couple curls at the side, and it'll kind of fool the eye. So that's what I do sometimes if I've curled the direction I don't want to go. You don't have to redo the whole head, just do some of the front curls. So here are the finished looking curls. I think these have kind of an old vintage vibe. They're very easy to do. It looks natural, and the next step, I'm going to just tousle my hair out, add some more volume spray, and we are going to apply some wire flowers that I got from Michaels. On the side with more hair, apply 4 to 5 flowers and have the first 2 in a horizontal line, and then the smaller flowers apply going towards the crown of your head so you have a bit of movement with the flowers. Carina wears this hairstyle for literally 5 minutes in the entire movie, but it caught my eye, so I wanted to show you this, and I think it's a perfect summer look. And now let's do the last style in my inspired tutorial. Since my hair is already curled, I'm just finding a perfect spiral curl, and I'm going to separate that out from the rest of the hair and brush out the very front portion and give some little curls with my bubble wand. I think this is one of my most used wands for like princessy hairstyle, because it just gives those really pretty little natural looking wispy curls. And as I'm curling, I am pulling apart them to give them more of a worn-in feel with my fingers, and then I am going to tousle this section backwards into a bun, and I love it because you have some texture, and I have the bun right at the back of my head. And now I'm taking the bottom section of hair that we still have, and I'm bringing this upwards and wrapping it around the first half of the bun. And then when you have this hair in place, just create a braid. And this is kind of weird, but sometimes when I braid, one of the sections out of the 3 is too short. So if this happens, just divide the hair back into 3 sections and then continue braiding, and you get a little bit of an irregular pattern in the hair, but it totally doesn't matter for this look. It actually looks really cool. So continue braiding all the way down the hair, and you're going to wrap this around the braid, and again, just pin in place with bobby pins. And then just play with that top section, add a bit more hairspray, and this is my Carina inspired look I came up with. It's a bit more polished than her curls at the beginning, but I think it totally works and is very princess-like. So let me know which style is your favorite out of the 3, if you like the polished curls, the flowers, or this fun little updo. watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Carina tutorial, and if you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new for more beauty videos every week. If you have any requests, you can let me know in the comments, and I smell so good right now. Good, I said that weird. But this is the Piñita Colada cream from the Body Shop, and it's so summery, so if you're looking for a scent, then maybe check this one out. And also, if you want to find me, I'm stuttering. I've done so many takes, guys, right now. But if you want to find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all of my links are listed down below. I love Instagram. I'm always posting Insta stories of what I'm up to, and you'll see upcoming looks. And I do tons of live streams, so make sure you're checking me out over there, and I'll see you in my next video.